ladies and gentlemen. We are here, Saturday's first Saturday of the month, one pocket tournament at Hard Times Billiards. This is Daniel Busch with POVPOOL, and we're about to get a match started between our local player George versus Mika Immonen, who is still on the winner's side. And there's George now. Both very good players. Well, we all know Mika is in a class by himself, a world champion. Mika Immonen has been playing a lot of one pocket lately at Santa Monica House of Billiards. Apparently been spending some time here in Southern California. And I've had a chance to chat with him a couple of times on the telephone. But hopefully we'll have some time later to spend with Mika to find out. Maybe after this match that he has with George, I'll ask him why he's playing so much one pocket, and I would suspect it's because he will be playing the CSI one pocket championship event in Reno coming up later in February of 2014. So it looks like Mika has won the toss. It is going to be a race to two from the winner's side. This is now Mika's third match on this table, so I'm sure he's getting pretty used to the rolls and to the pocket size here on the devil table, as we like to call it here at Hard Times Billiards. Table 1, the devil table, which Mika seems to be unfazed by. Very good break. I've known George. I actually met George up in Northern California, who watched me play a match with Jeff Gregory at the Chet Ito event at the California Billiard Club, and he said, "You know, Dan, you should play one pocket." That was a good shot. And, you know, I appreciated what he said, but I didn't really believe him at the time. I thought he was really just trying to get me to suck me into a game of some kind. But he, you know, mentioned to me, he said, "You know, you really know how to move the cue ball well." And I guess it's been 4 years or 3 years since, and over the past 15 years, I've played one pocket on and off, but now he's sort of made a believer of me, and I've never really had the chance to showcase George's game. I've chatted with him several times recently, since I've been running into him at Hard Times, and he tells me that he's been working very hard on his game and that he wants to get into some action in the future. So let's see how he fares with our world champion, Mika Immonen. Who takes his first ball down, playing a triple combination. He's got a shot on the 4, and if he plays the cue ball right, he might be able to weave around one of those 4 balls blocking his path, but he has to make the 4, and that did not happen. So now Mika comes to the table with a Chinese snooker. Oh, he's not Chinese snookered. He's got an easy shot on the 15. And if Mika's a good judge of character, he'll do the best he can to close this rack out right away. Oh my gosh, Bora Driver, you are back. I apologize for not catching you in the chat room, and I'm really glad to see you in the chat room. Bora Driver, want to welcome you back to our live stream here on POVPOOL, and I hope you're okay. I hope you're well. You're welcome. It's really nice to see you again. This is Mika Immonen versus George. No last names here at Hard Times, unless you're visiting. That's how they like it. Come to Hard Times, you're just playing George. You're not playing George anything, you're just playing George. Oh gosh, it's really good to see you in the chat room again, Bora Driver. Bora Driver's been a long time fan of POVPOOL, and I also heard that you, you know, from the AZ forums that you were in the hospital. Not a bad shot. George is trying to keep the heat on Mika. And Mika just says, I'm not falling for it. And traps him, traps George behind these 2 balls. Looks like George is going to try to escape from between the 2 and the 1. Maybe try to bring the cue ball down by the top corner pocket there. Instead, he's changing his mind. He's going to play the small roll up. Protect the 2 ball. And we're going to go back and forth here in an inning or 2, I can tell. Unless George sees a better escape. He's going to revisit that idea. He's okay. He didn't leave Mika to bank on the 3. Mika's gonna try to keep George in the trap, and he even sends a 13 to his pocket. Good work. And this is probably the best quality game I've seen all day here so far. Mika's got no choice. He can't take his cue ball up table. Just gotta engage in battle right here. Try to keep up the pressure. George is in a little bit of trouble. He's got to handle this 13 ball. What he'd like to do is stick that cue ball between the 13 and the side rail, because Mika's really just going to keep doing the same thing. Mika's main goal is to prevent George from even touching that 13 ball. And I don't know, but George might take this on as a bank. It would be a huge risk for, if he misses, that could be major, major trouble. Although I don't even know how many other shots he has at this point. He doesn't have a lot of shots. I mean, maybe just take the cue ball and put it under the 2. George is probably going to try to leave the cue ball behind the 3. Okay, that was a smart shot. Oh, I apologize, folks. Now he's trying to tempt George. But if I were George, I would take the easy escape to get that 13 out of there. This is only worth 1 ball to George, and if he misses it, it could mean the whole rack. He's trying to see if the 6 goes. Actually, that might work. Well, I don't know, though. That's a pretty steep angle back cut. He'd need to leave the cue ball. I don't think he hit it fast enough. He did, and the 6 goes. Wow, he gave him a free shot. Mika gave up a free shot. I don't think Mika saw that coming. George might be able to force the cue ball off the rail here and come back for the 1. That might be the shot I'd play, but he's not going to play it that way. He's playing this like a 1 pocket player. I'm playing it like a 9 ball player. If George misses this bank, he's going to cover the 13 behind the stack. I am mistaken, but Mika has no choice but to make this ball. I don't know if George only needs one. I think George needs two. A lot of railbirds here, sweating Mika Immonen and George. If I could bank that good, shoot, I might let my opponent get 6 balls ahead before me. I think every long bank he's had to play like that has gone in. Mika tried to go around the 5 there. This is a good match. Tell a friend. Wow, wow, wow. Very close. As if to say, I've been practicing those shots.
George had a good shot. He should have left him behind that one ball earlier when he had a chance to win the game.
Sure. Let's be very careful from here on out. Sure don't want to give this guy a chance to get behind the balls.
No, you don't. He's a shooter, too. Mika's a shooter. He's looking to shoot.
Well, one thing for sure, George is fighting him.
Well, we done watched Mika play 3 matches against 2 people that we thought should have gave him a better match. And the one person we thought that wouldn't give him a hard match he's playing the game with him.
Sure. He has a, can't see. Look like he wants to shoot a two-reeler.
I believe George needs just one ball. And if he needs one ball, he needs to just relax and play the game from here. Because I believe Mika needs a ball.
Yeah, no reason taking any chances here. Let's play a good save.
Leave those balls tied up. Bump that 15 ball and move that rock down there on the other side of that one ball.
Right. Well, one thing for sure, he's thinking it through.
Right.
Don't go rush yourself.
He ain't got no business moving those balls. If he stops the rock right there, Mika gonna shoot at that 3 ball.
No, he shot a good shot on him. What a shot.
What a shot. What a shot.
Now if George go down, he's going down fighting. He's not going to give up.
What a shot. He's doing something that the other 3 opponents didn't do. They got Mika thinking. And he's not a one-pocket player per se. He's a shooter, but he's not a thinker. And George is making him think.
Yeah, he has to think from here, that's for sure.
Which is one pocket.
Right. Man, this guy knows so many moves. That's an unbelievable shot.
He controls the rock real well. 9-ball champion, 10-ball champion. He controls the rock real well. George just got to relax and go ahead and play for that 1 ball.
Yeah. Got to box him. Got to box him. You need one, he needs them all. Take your time.
George has a tendency to play to the crowd, too. A lot of people are watching. I hope George don't want to do everything fantastic.
Well, they're pulling for George.
Yeah.
Sure. He'd like to make him happy. You got to also recognize who he's playing. Take his time.
He can be beat, that's for sure.
Yeah, some one-pocket moves he probably still needs to learn.
I think what helps George is too, George has played for a nice piece of change every once in a while.
Sure.
So he doesn't have no fear at all of it.
Right.
Mika plays with a Nucci Q. These are the kind of shots that are unnecessary right now.
Right, if anything beats George, it's going to be taking those kind of shots. No reason to take those kind of shots.
None whatsoever.
He got a good chance now. Take control of the game here.
He's trying too hard to outplay him when he don't have to. He done outplayed him. He's got to close the door.
George likes kicking balls.
Oh my
Kick
God.
at this
No,
ball
it's
and
not.
lay up behind the 1 ball. It's a good shot. Kick at it bad. It's a crazy shot.
Are you kidding me, man? This dude just lost his game with that shot, man. Are you kidding me?
For some reason, he likes kicking at balls. You kick it good, lay behind the 1, it's a good shot. If you miss it, it's horrendous. Percentages are not on your side. Now this guy gets right behind these balls.
Very good shot. This dude, man, is...
Shoot this one, bag up for the 7. I shot the 7 first.
I can't
He
believe
lay good
this
on
dude.
these banks.
I can't believe this dude, George, man. He went for a shot like that, and this cat only needs 1 ball, man.
Yeah. Well, nobody feels worse than Allison George, that's for sure. He didn't have to do that.
Well, he has a tendency to do that. We know him real well.
Sure.
He does that a lot. You think he would learn sooner or later that,
Sure.
playing the game is more important than a crazy shot like that.
Right. Been on him over 20 years. That's one of his trademarks. He just go shoot that shit. Got to weigh your options.
Can you believe this, man? He was 1 ball from
Now Mika needs 2 and he needs 1.
beating Mika. A world champion.
World champion.
One ball from beating this dude, man.
That makes a difference when you're playing those world champions. Well, we got a fight on our hands now.
The game's over. Don't you see it? The game is over.
He doesn't have to make this ball. There you go. Let him make the first one.
This game is over. You might as well rack it.
He owes one ball. He missed the whole ball. All right, George got a chance.
George is going to try to cut the ball and miss it.
Oh, he will cut at it. No doubt about it.
Here we go.
He will cut at it. Took a shot at him.
Man, this dude plays so well sometimes, and we both have seen him outplay himself.
Well, you're putting pressure on a champion. You saw a champion have the whole ball and missed the whole ball. It happens to everybody. Once again, here he is kicking at a ball he shouldn't be kicking at. Stop kicking at those balls.
Man, what's with this dude? I mean, he's been watching Efren too much or something?
I don't know. He's playing decent pool, but some of those shots they're not high percentage shots.
I hate to hand that guy a pistol. I don't think he know what end the bullet comes out of. You know?
Yeah. As much as you want to shoot, you have to show control in this game.
Discipline is one of the key elements to this game.
Oh, we missed this ball. Just play a good safe. Cross the ball, leave a cue ball up high here. Hopefully you get it straight behind him.
I think Mika has realized what he's playing and who he's playing.
And once again, he's going to leave him a good bank shot. Play one pocket, you know the banker things. Play the cue ball on the back rail. Unfortunately, he missed that one by a foot.
Cue ball still on the back rail.
Still on the back rail. Time to go for a two-rail shot here. It's not a higher percentage shot. I think the crowd is getting turned. He wants it to do well for his friends.
This dude here is.
Well, good thing about it, he still needs two.
Too bad we're on live.
We are alive.
This dude
Still needs two. Balls are tied up. You fight. Now he doesn't want to make this ball. He still doesn't want to leave George a cut shot. No one wants to be the first one to make this ball. George could shoot it and hook him real good. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah, George plays with a shun, I believe. George is going to shoot the two rails.
Nah, he can't shoot two rails from
Too many people watching. He got to shoot a ooh-wee shot.
No. I know this man. He's not going to shoot that two rail shot. I don't care.
He's going to shoot a ooh-wee shot, man. He's playing against Mika. He got to show him that he can outplay him.
Well, you already showed him when you could fight with him.
I tell you?
You don't have to shoot nothing super. Yeah, there's no reason for this.
None whatsoever.
There's no reason for this. Yeah, I left him a funny angle. But he is a champion. We'll see what he comes up with here. I shoot pretty good. Make one from here, believe me.
Well, Mika got to be very careful right here, though. Because if he leaves that ball, George is going to shoot that three ball, two rails.
Yeah, where it's sitting at.
Yeah, right where it's sitting, he's going to shoot.
You have some options. Just play a good safe. I don't know where you want to play the cue ball. Bring both balls on this side and take the cue ball all the way down.
Well, he got to be careful at the angle he put that 9 ball on his side of the table, too, because he'll leave a cross-corner back.
Luckily, he's already showed him wherever you leave me, I'm going to shoot at you. So. Let's see what Mika's shooting here. Oh, my goodness. What a bank shot. What a bank shot.
Now,
Well, George got a chance. This is it.
He been shooting all the time.
I thought for sure he would shoot at his pocket.
Shooting all the time. Why he ain't shooting his pocket now?
Yeah, now he's smart. Now he's smart.
Yeah.
And conceited. Well, we saw a match. We saw him fighting. Apparently, we was wrong on the count all this time. George said he needed 2. We thought he needed 1.
That means, you know what this kid just did, man? He had this man on the ropes.
Sure.
And took a body shot. You know what I mean? He took a body shot.
Yeah, he took a shot for sure.
We're looking at 2
But I'm almost
completely
positive he
different.
needed 1.
Wow. Almost 2. We're looking at a boxer and a fighter.
Well,
The
let's see.
boxer had him.
Hopefully, learn from his mistakes last game.
How long
Make
you
a
been
good
doing
break. 20-some years now.
Has he learned anything that you're familiar with?
He's aggressive.
Well, I mean, aggressive is one thing.
Sure.
But we're talking about one pocket.
Now, 1 pocket, you got to weigh your options. High percentage shots, wait your man out, set your man up.
You know,
That's part of the game.
and the way you beat Mika, duck and hide, lob, duck and hide, lob, duck and hide.
One thing for sure, when you have a good opportunity, you got to take advantage of it. You can't afford to make mistakes with this guy.
One pocket loves no one.
Well, you got to take it. They're not going to give it to you.
This is almost embarrassing to watch this man get that game away. And he's a friend of mine.
Well, you got to shake it off.
Oh, yeah.
One thing for sure, can't carry that last game into his mind. You got to shake it off and play. But he had the man.
Yeah, he playing it like it's 9 ball. He got to make that last ball playing me.
Sure.
Yeah, oh, man.
No, you let him shoot.
Yeah, he got to play. He got to shoot it. Here we go
Let
again.
him shoot. No, he's
Here we go again.
just real aggressive, over aggressive. That's not how you play.
No, this ain't how you play one pocket.
And then sometimes, depending on your opponent, you get caught up in all of that. You know he's playing a champion.
Right. You forget the technique. You know, there is a technique, an art to this.
Oh,
You
yeah.
cannot step outside the box.
You don't want to get this guy no shots.
Once you get in that box, you got to stay in that box.
Shoot the deuce, roll up a little bit on the floor, and drag it back. Yeah. It's a 14. Well, let's see what he does now.
Might shoot the 3 ball on the 12.
Just looking at the
3 ball on the 12.
Well, he most definitely sees shots we don't see. Man.
Yeah. 6 ball is he could pocket the 6 ball too, but the rock would get past where he wants to be. I think the shot is the 3 on the 12.
He's looking at some kind of combination he likes. Maybe cutting the 8 ball. I don't see how he can squeeze through there.
This is the discipline part of the game. You got to have discipline. Shot is 3 ball on the 12.
He's
that
looking at
cluster
the 8
there.
ball like
6 ball, he'll lose control of the rock.
oh, he shot it horrible. Right.
See what I mean? The shot was 3 on the 12. Pocket the ball, the rock comes up, stop at the 5, and bank the 7. That was his shot. Now this guy here has no idea.
Gotta make a ball. There you go. Just can't get him to fall, but he's shooting at him.
He's doing what?
He's shooting at him every time.
You gotta pocket him to win.
Gotta pocket him to win. Probably try to spin up and give George that ball. Tried to give it to him and missed it.
Now George, right here, should pocket at least 5 balls that we can see. 7, 15, 7, 5.
That's a good shot. That's a good shot.
Oh, bad shot.
I ain't got no chance now to break open that stack. He ain't got no choice.
He might get now. He don't have a choice. But if he'd have got the 7,
Sure.
now he can break up that stack.
Yeah. Pick the wrong angle to go, that's for sure. Now you don't have a choice. Got to break it up and try to get out. Shoot or make a few balls now. Another tough angle.
Yeah, he lost the first one.
Single elimination.
Got action here. He can run out here. Got action.
You gotta shoot it good. Tough angle. Good shot.
Get it. Good shot. If he looks up into the crowd one time, he gonna lose the match. If he looks up here one time,
he must have heard you. He recognized he's got to get his composure together, count his balls, do what he need to do.
That's right. Don't look up here one time. Nice little crowd watching this match too.
Yeah.
Generate a lot of interest.
Everybody wants to see George play a champion.
Yeah. Everybody wants to see the champion get beat by a local.
Yeah, that too.
You know what I mean?
That's for sure.
George comes a long way. George played at, he played a little bit of Charlie Dill's, Western. He played a little bit at All Nations.
George been on scene a long time, yeah.
Yeah, he played over at Hawaiian Billiards. He's been around.
Oh yeah, he's there.
He's definitely been there.
Came up a little high on the one ball. He's still capable.
Bingo, he just lost the game.
Yeah.
He just lost the game.
Unbelievable talking to the crowd. Just play.
I told you, if he look up here one time, what happened? He just lost the game.
Yeah, he has to stay focused. Forget about the crowd.
Exactly.
That's one thing about the champions. They're focused. They come to the table. They're ready to handle business.
What I tell you.
Yeah. Talking to the crowd kind of took him out of his zone.
You gotta just take the stick and break it.
You're right. I'm so excited. Sorry about that.
Once again, the crowd is entertaining them. Let's see what happens here. Mika start out moving them.
He should be playing the game instead of over here talking to us. Mika realizes what he's playing. He's doing the kick.
Once again, he's kicking at a ball.
He's doing a little dance. He's doing a break dance.
Well, one thing is good for George. He's made quite a few balls. Only needs 2. Mika shot a good one. If you can't see it.
I think George has a way of playing to the opponent. If the opponent's a strong player, he'll play strong. If the opponent is a weak player, he'll play weak. But like I told you before, he reminds me of Westbrook from Oklahoma playing Kobe Bryant. He wants to outdo Kobe no matter what at the Staples Center,
Yeah, everybody want to get Kobe, want to get the best.
He got Mika over there.
They want to get Mika. Mika's gonna know. He's gonna know he's been in a match. He's not running through George.
Yeah. You like to see a person that puts so much effort into winning the game to continue playing the game and win the game,
Sure.
as opposed to watching them
Get it.
Yeah, he got kind of wild there.
Watching him get rid of the game. Look at
Oh,
this.
it's right up on this
There
three
goes the
ball.
right there.
Now, I know he's the champion, but I know there's some rolls that
Come on, man.
it's unpredictable.
George should have 10 ball.
No, he needs to just roll up on that ball and wait. Just roll up on there and wait. Wait, no rush. And Mika do the same thing back to him, and they're playing for the first guy to get the ball frozen on the rail. Forces the opponent to do something else.
Correct.
Look like now the cue ball's frozen on the roll.
I don't think it's froze to the rail. From my angle, it doesn't look froze.
Maybe not. They sure can't make this foul shot, that's for sure.
Right now, they need to call the tournament director if they're going to believe what's going on.
Yeah, it's going to be a free call. You can't go through the ball.
Here we go.
He got the butt end of the stick jacked up so he can make it get hit.
Ooh, he brushed that ball into the pocket.
What a shot.
Boy, that was a killer.
Center of the pocket. Now the question will always be whether he fouled the ball or whether he made it good.
Knock him off, George.
Hit the, going down the rail, hit the,
George.
hit and bumped out on him. George needs one.
Mika needs a roll. Ooh, he just shot a hell of a bank.
Might be a tough game for you, baby.
What a bank shot.
Heck of a bank.
It's pretty good.
Come on now.
Maybe at the shot you would be on.
He needs one more.
I'm going to see some strategy now. I don't think George should hit this ball here.
Well,
There's no reason to.
there was no reason last game either, was it?
Sure. Well, at least he didn't kick at it. But I don't think he left the ball around. Real good spot either.
Yeah, I don't think Mika's going to actually try to pocket
I don't know if he makes
ball.
this ball, he'll make them all.
Yeah, he ain't going to try to pocket this ball. This ain't the time now. This ain't the time for him.
If he shoots at it, he's going to try to play the cue ball
That's the shot.
across and back and over.
That's right.
Shoot kind of at a swing.
One thing about Mika, he shoots with extreme confidence.
Sure.
Every shot.
He
Yeah.
did shoot at his pocket.
With extreme
He
confidence.
left him one.
Man, if this dude can settle down, this is it right here. This place might erupt.
Oh, yeah, he makes this shot, place gonna go crazy.
It's going to go crazy.
George is 95% to make this shot. He should
Right.
make this ball.
Correct. This place going to erupt if he makes this shot. Yes.
There they go. The house pulls for George.
Well, George won game 2. Had he won the first game, Mika be on the sidelines. Third game, Mika's break.
All right, here we are, heel.
Here we go again.
Mika's breaking. Let's see what this break looks like.
Good break. Well, those who were betting that George wouldn't win a game,
Yeah, the house.
had to pay it off.
Oh, yeah. They were betting that George would win one game.
Everybody bet. You know, I don't like the look that's on Mika's face.
No, he knows he's been, he knows he's in a fight. Probably didn't expect to lose the game to George. Yeah, that's one pocket.
He's looking at George, too, like he got a dagger in his eyes.
Yeah, you know he's in a fight.
I believe if he gets a shot, he's going to try to end this.
Yeah, it's been a battle for sure. Well, just made a bad shot.
George, we don't care where that is. Go play, man. Go play. Go play.
Well, we'll see how many run, but
Man, it's a shame. I got to tell this cat, man, don't come talk to us. Go play.
don't look good. Well, fortunately, got straight in behind this ball. He can't do a whole lot.
What he's going to try to do is he's probably looking at that 15 ball.
Look at this, jacking up on the ball. Yeah. So much for saying he can't do a whole lot. These players, they know some moves for sure.
I don't want to disrespect him, man, but he's in a fight. He ain't got no business over here trying to play commentary with us.
Yeah, he needs to play this game. I'm sure he's excited too.
Yes, he is.
It's being his resume. He beat this guy one game anyway.
One thing about it, you beat him once, you beat him twice.
Sure.
But if he kicks that one more ball, I might go down there with this microphone, hit him on top of his head.
George is slinging at him now. Crowd's pumping him up.
Yeah, that's the wrong thing. That's the wrong thing.
He's slinging at him. It's a risky shot, but he made it.
He's trying too hard to win.
He'll take his time. He should make quite a few here.
Yeah, he can.
Come across for the 8 ball. 9 balls over there, 12 balls over there. Oh, yeah.
He got action.
Oh, he got action for sure.
Ooh, settle down. I weigh about 360 pounds. You agree?
At least.
If he wins this game, I might run
Oh,
around
my
the block.
goodness. Yeah, a whole lot of people cheering for him. That's good to see. Good to see.
In fact, it's good for the whole audience. Everybody's watching this game. We got about 50, 60 people here watching.
Yeah. One of the
George knows each
hometown
and every one.
boys.
Yeah.
Pulling for one of our guys.
He's talented. There's no doubt. He's talented.
Bank to 9 ball. Roll up easy. Even if he misses him, roll up easy.
Just come get the 1 ball. Just come get it. Just come get it.
And rolled up 2 easy.
Take the ball, will you? Alice.
Got to get over there. Now it's important, and you don't want to take it for granted. Some of the crowd's talking to him as well.
Exactly.
That was a crucial shot. Don't give this guy a chance.
That's right. Play the game.
Well, we always have people coming up saying hello to me. So, hello, Marie.
Tournament director. All we need now is to hear the record shaft.
Well, Mika has to be careful. And George has already showed him that he's no pushover, so he's going to think it through.
This is going to be good for Mika's game too, though, because I'm pretty sure he's probably been in some tough matches, but by being in 1 pocket, one pocket is not a game that he's known for.
No.
So he's in a learning process too.
Sure. Regardless how good you played, it's 1 pocket. You got to know the moves. Of course, these guys run out every time they shoot, but
Look, he over there talking
if you
again.
box them good, you take away the shooting power. All George has to do is just play safe. Play safe. Don't do
Don't get
nothing.
overexcited. Don't get overexcited.
More
More people are coming in to watch this.
Oh yeah, the place is packed for George. Those kind of shots are going to get him in trouble.
Good shot. Real good shot.
I think George needs 2 balls. 1 game apiece.
This is it right here.
This is him. Mika won the first game.
Yeah.
Off of some George mistakes, as George had a chance that game.
Yeah.
Of course, George won the second game.
Mika don't like that 4 ball sitting in George's pocket.
What is this? The Moscone Cup? USA versus England? Oh yeah, I can sit down.
Uh-oh, Mika's going to take a...
Yeah, he's going to take a timeout for a minute. Well, look like we got a break.
Here, let me make an announcement.
I don't know why George is even leaving. Why is George leaving? He should stay right here. He'll go outside, talk to somebody, come back in, eat some red vine licorice, and Mr.
He wants to have Kristen Pitts right now. He's going to go across the street, have some break, something like that.
Well, one thing for sure, he needs to stay focused.
Our tournament director does have a sense of humor.
Sometimes you go out there and get
Just a quick announcement to everybody online. This is the Moscone Cup 1 pocket. USA versus England.
There we go.
George has a good demeanor around the table right now. You know, there's not too many world champions that have been in here. Hard times Belfort and didn't leave with a bruise or an ego.
You got to play.
You know what I mean?
You come in here, you got to play.
It's over.
Made another mistake.
Yeah, but see that
George, all he has to do is just roll this ball easy on his side. Don't leave a bank shot.
don't
And
leave
that
him
4 ball is in a tough spot to move.
Don't leave him in a position where he can move it. Good shot.
Anywhere over there is beautiful. Yeah, it's in a tough spot.
That 4 ball's in a tough spot now. Mika might have to get him that ball.
Well, I know he's a champion, but I'm sure he's going to give him that ball.
Oh, no, he's thinking about moving it.
We're going to learn something here then. If he moves this one, I'm going to learn something.
Come on, George.
He should have gave it to him.
George wins this. George wins this. Relax. George wins this.
As long as George don't miscue or do nothing foolish, look like he
George.
gets to knock off
over
one of the
with.
best in the world.
Got 6 now.
My goodness.
Come on, George.
They're going to roar for George.
Oh, he needs 1?
Wait a minute. George keep telling us he needs 2 balls, and boy, this is awful. George said he needed 2, ran 2, and now he's still shooting.
He said he needs 2. Shit, I want. Excuse me.
So we can't even trust George. He told us he needed 2, and
He told us he needed 2.
he needs more. And how the balls are sitting, we can't count it, so we can't see them to count them. So we're guessing here.
Look at Mika's face. He's right. Play the game, man. That's right, George. Play the game.
George.
Well, here we are.
I'm pulling hard for him myself.
Oh, sure.
I want to see him win myself.
Well, it's like pulling for the underdog.
Seems like that's a way of life with us.
Yeah, pull for the underdog, man. You got to get the roll. The ball's too close to the rail to cross. Hopefully he doesn't shoot at the deuce. And once again, George shot a shot he shouldn't have shot at. There's no reason to try to shoot at that ball.
None whatsoever.
And if he loses the match, it's because of his decision making.
That's right. He should have just moved the 11 ball.
Very fortunate that Mika doesn't really know all the one pocket moves.
Right. Had he moved the 11 ball, it would have been just as great shot as making a ball. Had he just moved it. And that's the discipline of one pocket.
We don't know how many balls he needs, but he can't need that many.
Correct. He's supposed to be playing an up-table game now.
Yeah, no reason in doing anything spectacular.
George is kicking.
Oh, no, George wouldn't kick at this, would he? Sure he would. Well, it's actually not a bad shot. He got a good percentage to make this shot. One pocket players shoot at this.
You've been shooting at him all night. You might as well shoot at that one, huh?
Shoot at that one. That one's on the rail, but the other one's like a foot off the rail.
Right.
Oh, no way. Oh, and Mika just gave it to him. George took it down. Hard times. Bellflower, California. Big George in the house.
Al and Ronnie, table 1.
Shoot, George.
George, the